Welcome guys, this is a follow-up to my last video. If you haven't already, check the description and watch that one first, as it covers some stuff which might be helpful to think about in this part. Now if you already watched it, good, let's continue where I left off. Do you remember how I was talking about the wet dry world town and the skybox around it? Well, after some brainstorming, I realized what horrible event took place in the course that is the wet dry world. Do you also remember how I talked about how Skybox is underwater and that Mario shouldn't be able to breathe? There's a pretty good reason as to why there aren't that many natural foes in the course. You might already know what I'm gonna say if you have a brain, but we drowned. All the foes, everyone in the houses of Skybox just drowned. Everybody in the town drowned. Everything before Mario arrived was fine and dandy. Everybody was alive at once. Until you jumped into the painting. And by you, I mean Mario. As the game mechanic works, jumping higher into the painting raises the water level. Jumping lower lowers the water level of the course. Regardless, even if you jumped in at the lowest possible pixel, from what I can gather, the water level will still be high enough to drown all life around. Hence as to why so many people consider it depressing or lonely, because so many lives are lost to the stage. And another thing, water level will still be high enough to drown all life. There's reason as to why there's still entities in that on the top, and that's because they were around on the ground above wet dry world, but after the flood they sunk, and so there's a lot of metallic enemies in the course. And that's the reason why so many people consider wet dry world depressing or lonely, because so many lives were lost to drowning in the stage. For the town part, that could have also been used as a trap for unsuspecting people that live there to drown them to death. There isn't a good reason to enclose everyone from sunlight and make it exit seemingly impossible. Except entering the painting, Mario accidentally triggers the trap, drowning everything that needs here to survive and thrive to loot block creatures. But they don't either, and this is a counterpoint to that theory. Another one is the reason why fish do not spawn on the stage or there's no fish around is because it just recently flooded. If it just recently flooded, what one thing could have entered to cause such a tragedy to the world? And that is Mario himself. The town could have also been a natural town. That everyone there wasn't suspecting certain death by drowning. The main part of the stage is a sandbox for a pretty alright reason as well. It was to entertain the poor souls who lived in that confined, claustrophobic area while they were still alive. Now you might also ask yourself, why is there not a way up then? Because it could have either broke from water pressure, washed away to never be seen again, or maybe it could have been pushed out into the main course, which could also be the platform behind the spawn. And to defend that point, they could have possibly just been seeing a flood coming in wet dry world and try to get up to the highest ground possible to stand a fighting chance against what could be impending doom. After they realized that the wave was too high to survive, they went back down into the town and used the remaining cage from their town to try to use it to block the water, as they didn't want to work apart of their house in fear that it would still break through. But, as it seems, throughout the entire level, they failed, and as a result, paid the price of death. But it's just a theory. I thank you for watching, and have a fine day.